Winning one bracelet at the World Series of Poker is a staggering achievement. But what about winning 3? Could anyone do it? Would you bet almost $2 million that someone couldn't do it? That's what happened when poker stars Vanessa Selbst and Jason Mercier made a deadly prop bet. One that would shock and divide the poker community for all of 2016. But what happened? And who was ultimately in the wrong? Let's get into it. But before we do, we wanted to thank you as always for being a part of Poker Boom. We do this because we love the game and we love to engage with other people in the comments who love the game as much as we do. Alright, let's do this. Poker has always been a game of high risks both on and off the table. Beyond the cards and chips, prop bets between poker players add a thrilling layer of unpredictability to the already tense world of professional poker. However, when the line between friendly betting and ethical boundaries gets blurry, the poker community can find itself embroiled in intense disputes. Such was the case during the 2016 World Series of Poker, when poker pros Vanessa Selbst and Jason Mercier found themselves at the center of a very public feud. Their disagreement wasn't just a small misunderstanding. It became one of the most talked about stories of that year's WSOP, pitting two of poker's brightest stars against each other over a drunken bracelet bet gone awry. So first, let's get to know the players. Vanessa Selbst is widely regarded as one of the best female poker players of all time. With 3 WSOP bracelets to her name and over $11 million in live tournament earnings, Selbst's aggressive and strategic style of play has earned her respect across the poker world. She became a trailblazer for women in the sport, breaking stereotypes and proving that she could compete and win against the best players in the game. Jason Mercier, on the other hand, is a Florida-based poker pro who by 2016 had already amassed several WSOP bracelets and millions in tournament earnings. Known for his calm demeanor and his almost surgical precision at the poker table, Mercier's reputation as a strong, consistent player was further amplified by his success in bracelet bets. Wagers on how many WSOP bracelets a player can win in a given series. By the time of the feud with Selbst, Mercier had already established himself as one of the most prolific bracelet hunters, and his willingness to take massive prop bets was part of what made him so captivating to fans and to fellow players alike. The controversy between Selbst and Mercier started at the 2016 PokerStars Caribbean Adventure, where according to Selbst, she got blackout drunk while partying with fellow poker player Dmitry Urbanovich. During this time, she made a fateful bet. She laid odds of 180 to 1 on a $10,000 wager that Mercier could not win 3 bracelets at the upcoming WSOP. The terms of this bet were significant. If Mercier could accomplish the feat of winning 3 WSOP bracelets in one summer, Selbst would owe him an astronomical $1.8 million. The bet itself may have seemed ridiculous at the time, considering the odds of any player winning 3 bracelets in a single WSOP series are incredibly slim. But Mercier was not just any player. He was known for consistently performing at a high level during the WSOP, making the bet both a potential jackpot for him and a nightmare for Selbst if it went south. The morning after the bet was made, Selbst, now sober and fully aware of what had transpired, immediately sought to cancel it. She contended that her state of intoxication had impaired her judgment, and she made a reckless bet without fully considering the consequences. According to Selbst, she approached Mercier with an offer to buy out of the bet, allegedly offering him up to $1,000 as a goodwill gesture, along with her sincere apologies.
I just didn't really feel like she cared that much about getting out of the bet.
Mercier, however, declined to cancel the bet, standing firm on the terms they had agreed upon.
She told me from the beginning what her plan was in the bet, so I didn't really feel like she was ever really going to be on the hook for $1.8 million.
As the 2016 WSOP progressed, Mercier made an impressive run, winning 2 bracelets within just 7 days. His near victory in the pursuit of a 3rd bracelet sent shockwaves through the poker community, as fans and players watched in suspense to see if he would pull off one of the most improbable accomplishments in WSOP history. Selbst, seeing Mercier's remarkable success, once again tried to negotiate an exit from the bet. again citing her initial intoxicated state and arguing that Mercier should have shown more compassion and allowed her to cancel the wager. Mercier, on the other hand, maintained that he was unaware of the extent of Selbst's drunkenness when the bet was made, and he saw no reason to cancel a legitimate wager. He also disputed Selbst's claim that she had offered him up to $1,000, stating that she had initially only offered a few $100s to buy out of the bet. The situation escalated publicly, with Selbst airing her grievances on social media. She questioned Mercier's integrity and his unwillingness to allow her to back out of what she saw as a clearly unfair bet made under compromised conditions. Mercier, for his part, chose to remain mostly quiet about the situation, only briefly addressing the matter in interviews, stating that the two had different philosophies when it came to prop bets between friends. At first glance, the Selbst-Mercier feud might appear to be a petty disagreement over a drunken bet, but it held significant implications for both players and the broader poker community. For one, the incident brought up important ethical questions about prop betting in poker. While prop bets are a common aspect of the game, often adding an additional layer of excitement and risk, the question of fairness arises when one party is in an impaired state, as Selbst claimed to have been. Should Mercier have shown more leniency and compassion considering Selbst's condition? Or was it Selbst's responsibility to avoid making high-stakes bets while intoxicated? These types of questions divided the poker community, with some siding with Selbst and others defending Mercier's decision to hold her to the original terms of the bet. The feud also highlighted the risks and the pressures that come with making significant prop bets. For Mercier, the bet added an enormous amount of pressure to his WSOP campaign, as he knew that winning 3 bracelets would not only secure him a massive payday from Selbst, but also from other side bets he had made with various players. The intense focus on Mercier's pursuit of 3 bracelets made his already impressive performance even more remarkable, but it also came with emotional and mental stress. Mercier later admitted that the weight of the side bets had affected his performance, particularly in the heads-up match where he failed to secure his 3rd bracelet. Ultimately, the feud between Selbst and Mercier was squashed when Selbst found a way to hedge her bet before Mercier lost his chance at a 3rd bracelet. Although the bet didn't result in the $1.8 million payday Mercier had hoped for, he walked away from the 2016 WSOP as the clear victor, having won 2 bracelets, made several final tables, and secured the WSOP Player of the Year title. His performance was hailed as one of the greatest in WSOP history, and he garnered mainstream attention for his achievements. Vanessa Selbst, meanwhile, publicly stepped away from professional poker, announcing her retirement from the game to focus on other pursuits, including a career in finance. While she does play occasionally in some events and high-stakes games, her full-time poker career has largely come to an end. In the end, the Selbst-Mercier feud was more than just a clash between 2 poker pros. It was a moment that spotlighted the high stakes, both financial and emotional, that come with life at the top of the poker world. This incident will be remembered not just for the bet itself, but for the ethical questions it raised and the extraordinary performances that it fueled. And that's all we have for this one. Thank you so much for watching another episode of Poker Boom. We release new videos every single Monday, so what do you want to see us cover next? Let us know in the comments, and we'll see you in the next one.